What up? Your boy MC Shadow. Uh, Here to talk about all the fucking chaos and madness that's going on. And I think for people to get a better understanding, they need to hear the words of Friedrich Nietzsche. You know, he's a philosopher, who could explain it and say it best, even though, obviously been deceased for a while now. He was able to see all of this coming since before it even hit. Now, people just need to understand. I know they're like, fucking, what the fuck does this fucking cholo know? He doesn't know fucking shit and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just as bad as the CEO owner that fucking fires everybody in the company, and then now they lose their job, don't know how to feed their families and know where to live and everything like that. And nobody says nothing about, his choices. But you know what I mean? So just give it a chance. Maybe, you never know. I'm not intelligent. I don't go to college or anything like that, but sometimes people have the third eye where they're just able to see things, and understand them. The world is more, it's not as complicated as people make it seem. The thing is that people make it complicated, right? The reality is just plain as day, but people just are scared of the actual reality of it, that, they have to, in order for it to make sense to them, they have to add all this extra to it. I mean, because they can't accept the reality, because the reality is just, it's insane. But that is just the way the world is, You need pain to know joy. You need chaos, to know what peacefulness is. You need to go through all of this. The way you know one or the other is because you've been through one or the other. You can't know what one or the other is if you've never been through one or the other. But the thing is that I hear all these protests going on and everything like that, and I hear how people try to hijack the agenda, right? Whether it's the white man is the bad guy, whether it's the police that is the bad guy. No, when it's like a game of chess, all those pieces on the chessboard, taking out your pieces, but they're not moving on their own. The person behind the chessboard is the one that's guiding them. The real bad guy is not black, brown, nor white. It's actually green. Money and power, actually. For the longest, no matter how you want to look at it, whether it's gangs, whether it's empires, whether it's corporations, whether it's clubhouse, whether it's whatever in this world, everything is structured the same. From mafias, gangs, corporations, all of it is all the same. Head honcho, and everyone else is a fucking pawn, to be honest with you. It's only the head honchos, only important ones. The rich man, right? And everybody else is just a pawn in their fucking game. You know what I mean? Even the guys the CEOs that think that they got juice and everything like that, like they live in luxury and they think they got power, you're just a pawn too. Because when they want, they could dispose of you like that and put somebody else in your place. And now you've been replaced, so you had no power. What's even more crazy is that, it's a conspiracy theory, about secret government. No, the truth of the matter is, this is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they even show you in each and every movie since, in book, since before anything, they show you how they create a distraction. A pretty good distraction, too. This one is, actually. Because we've been fighting this distraction for years and years, and people still haven't seen it. Where the main bad guy gets, his henchmen to, distract him or whatever, and at the end he ends up screwing both parties over. The good guy, his henchmen, and he's the only one in the back laughing. You know what I mean? Like, fuck them all. I got what I wanted, now I'm dipping. You know what I mean? Like, even, the term, redneck, he's out there in the field, hustling them slaves. But he's right there in the hot sun and everything like that, and he still relies on the fucking paycheck. He ain't got no paycheck. He can't feed his family. Why, the rich, powerful man right there fucking sipping lemonade and just laughing at these guys. You know what I mean? It's always the guys that are in power, The thing is, like I said, humanity is just, man, we're so quick to let power get to our fucking heads, man, and that's what it is. This world, that's just all it is. It's just from generation to generation, the power's passed down, the teaching are passed down. The only way people know how to gain that power is from what's already been structured there, and they just follow suit, to end up on top like that. I'm not saying that there's no Antichrist or no fucking Lex Luthor behind there or some guy that's been fucking living for like forever, immortality. Nah, basically all it is that people see the teachings of how this guy rose to power and everything like that, and they just follow suit. The thing is that even with great philosophers and people that are able to see these things, like me, you know, with a third eye, you know, that's able to grasp the scenario for what it is, because people nitpick stuff and they stay stuck fighting for the nitpickings when they're not seeing the bigger picture of it, you know? There's always a bigger picture, but people just choose to concentrate on these details because these details are the ones that are being fed to you, you know? They're all fighting for that one piece of crumb that's on the floor, but there's other people that will be like, where did that crumb come from? And then they follow to see where the crumb came from, you know? And just like how it is, you know, people like that, you know, whether it's, you know, Friedrich, whether it's from Jesus, whether it's from, you know, all the great philosophers, you know, because Jesus was a fucking philosopher. That fool. Shit. Yeah, right now. Anywho, and I'm not religious, you know, but, I mean, facts are facts. So now, these people, there's people out there that see, you know, what government and higher power, you know, are doing, how they manipulate things. As just as that we see it, there's people that see it as well, but they choose to manipulate it in their favor, you know, whether it's for power, money, or greed, or ego, you know. Either way, they all go intertwined. They choose, you know, to, you know, they know how to play the game, you know, just like how you have it could be a good nerdy kid that's playing the chess game, you know, to get money to fund a cure for cancer, you know what I mean? There'll be an equally intelligent person on the other side who wants to be this fucking nerdy kid talking all that shit and wants the money to actually stop the cure from cancer. You know, that way they all go to him to give him money to overturn that decision, whatever, you know, it's just, you know what I mean. See, that's why I never made movies. I'm not really good with scripts. But, you know, that's just how it is. There's always going to be good people in this world. There's always going to be bad people in this world. You can't live society without one or the other. People need to understand all the chaos that's going on right now. You know, even though people are mad, they can't believe that the world is like this and everything like that. This is necessary in order for change, in order for people to push them to their limits, you know, of greatness, you know. Stuff like this, unfortunately, needs to happen, you know. That's how we learn, by making mistakes, you know. Like, kind of like they say, you know, people want joy, but they don't want no pain. The greatest gift, the greatest joy in life is life. How do you get life? By a woman going through agonizing pain. You know, that's why people cherish life, because they had to go through such agonizing pain, you know, for you to get that. And I think people just don't look at the big picture, because they think it's just, right now, it's just George Floyd, you know. And so I'm seeing, like, brown lives matter, all lives matter. That's not the point, though. Right now, it's about George Floyd and the black community, how they feel. It's kind of like saying the kids already started halfway into the project, and now you want to come in and be like, oh, well, here, you know, like, add my ideas and here, throw something on there, and then you want to feel like, you know, like you hijacking the project. You know what I'm saying? I see all these people complaining that, like, brown lives matter too. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm proud to be a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, how come all these people didn't do the necessary steps, like gather up everybody, rally them up, and be out there protesting? Even if you would have just showed up by your fucking self, homie. Why didn't you choose not to? And now, because all these people are hitting the streets, why is it now a problem? Why people now want to speak on it? Why are they hijacking this? You know? Oh, yeah, now we're not just hating on our own, but now we're just focusing our hatred somewhere else. You know what I mean? That's not a solution, you know? You know, especially with everything going on right now. You know what I mean? I think once, you know, people understand the bigger picture, then that's when we'll be able to rally. And now for brown lives, and not only brown lives, but white lives, because they've been fucking upon in this fucking chess game forever. They're sitting right there thinking that, fuck, no, this was tripping, homie. Like, fuck you guys. We're nothing like you guys. Now you're equally like us, fool. You guys been, if anything, abused more than us. You know what I mean? You've been fucking manipulated to think like this. You've been used to push their agenda while they're high up there living in luxury. You're the one that could lose your life. You're the one that could get hurt. Your family's the one that's fucking collecting EBT and stimulus checks while they up there. They ain't tripping, homie. You think they give a fuck about you if you die or not? You know? And people say they're racist, whatever, because the majority of them are white, but people have to understand, you know, how when everything, you know, got going, you know, majority of them were white and power. Yeah, I already know how it goes. That's why a majority of them are. But if you were to be a rich, billionaire black man, they'll let you date their daughter. They wouldn't give a fuck. Race wouldn't even matter, homie. The cheddar. You could have been a good-looking fucking white guy, and the fucking rich black man would have been there with money. Guess who they're choosing as their daughter's husband? It ain't gonna be you, homie. And people need to understand that. These fools see the games that are necessary to play. Will push these guys to make it think it's all about race and the hatred and everything like that, while they right there just chilling, homie. We're focusing our energy on police, on whites, you know, the left, the right, Democrats, Republicans. They don't give a fuck about you or your, you know, they only care about their agenda, what they're doing, you know. Liberals even too, like, you know, this peace and everything like that. Even they know people could potentially get hurt, or they don't give a fuck as long as their agenda gets fulfilled at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need to just honestly see it for what it is. You know what I mean? This is for what it is. But nah, that's a harsh reality. You know, nah, these Democrats, they care about us. No, they don't. That's why they always spin the media to make the Republicans look like they fucking devils. They bad people, but they ain't no fucking devils. Let me tell you that much. And it's funny how the Republicans always point that out. But then how they stir up their new shit to make these motherfuckers look like the white man's in jeopardy right now, is in trouble. Arm up. You gotta protect yourself from these vicious animals. Stop. We pawns. Blacks are pawns. Whites are pawns. We all fucking pawns. Even these fools, these senators, fucking pawns. To who? The almighty dollar, homie. Power and money. That's what it is. People just need to understand that.